African football fans, a very warm welcome. This is Germany. This is the Bundesliga coming to you live from DW Radio. It is March the 29th, and today we are at the Signal Iduna Park where to see the home side. Second place, Borussia Dortmund host UEFA Champions League chasing Bayern Leverkusen in a potentially pivotal clash as we approach the business end of the campaign. It is second versus sixth. Well, I'm Isaac Mugabi, and of course, as you know, we are slowly winding up this season of the Bundesliga, and the rest secure Champions League slots or the UEFA League is slowly gaining momentum. Leverkusen will be hoping to get much needed 3 points to secure the much coveted Champions League slot, but it faces a mammoth task of overcoming Dortmund playing at home. Could it be in for a surprise? Well, it is an action-packed stadium, and every team here in Germany knows very well when you travel to Dortmund, you don't expect to walk in a park or it's not a bed of roses. It's tough. It's tough. The fans are intimidating. So we expect a very, very hard task for Bayer Leverkusen to overcome Dortmund. But anyway, I always tell you, football has a way it tells its own story. All the pressure will be on the visitors, who are 4 points adrift in the race for Champions League qualification, with 6 match days remaining. Safe in second place, but miles away from the title, Borussia Dortmund find themselves in a familiar position as we approach the season finale. There are 9 points separating the Borussen, or as they're known here in Germany, or in Germany itself, and league leaders Bayern Munich, which must be a tad demoralizing for Niko Kovac, the coach, and his men who have only lost 2 Bundesliga games this entire season. Now, I have to tell you about today's referee. His name is Dennis Aitken. He is considered as the number 2 top referee in the whole of Germany. And of course, in the category of FIFA referees, he's among the elite referees. You can compare him to the Perugia Collina of Italy, for those of you who know football back in the day. Yes, he is one of the most respected referees, and he was handed the task of officiating this game. Now, the mood has been set, and the fans are up, and of course the lineups are also out. I will start off with the hosts, that is Borussia Dortmund. In goal posts, we have Gregor Kobel. The defensive lines, we have Rami Bensebaini, Nico Schlotterbeck, and Valdemar Anton. The starting up midfield is composed of 2 lines. I'll start with Daniel Svensson on the right. Joe Bellingham is the sibling of Jude Bellingham, who plays for Real Madrid. And also, just to remind you, Jude Bellingham also started his career professionally here at Borussia Dortmund. And then we have Julian Reyersson. Now, up front between the midfield and the striking line, we have Julian Brandt and Marcel Sabitzer. And the strikers are Seru Girassi, helped by Fabio Silvio. And for Bayer Leverkusen, we have Mark Flecken in the goalposts. Defensive line, there's Edmond Tapsoba, Loic Balde, Robert Andrich, and Alejandro Grimaldo, Ezequiel Palacios, Alex Garcia, Montreal, Kulbrecht, and the striking lines, we have Nathan Taylor, Ibrahim Maza, and one lone striker, that is Christian Kofani. It's going to be a tough game for Bayer Leverkusen, the visitors. And the pleasantry being exchanged here by the referees. As I mentioned, it is the number 2 top referee, Dennis Aitken. He's a business manager. To tell you a bit about him, he's a nonsensical referee here in Germany. Like I was saying, he's considered to be the one of the Collina Perugia of Italy, if you do remember him. And the good thing is that, apart from that, he is a business manager. He started what's called as the fitnessmarkt.de, and then also the Anwalt.de. Anwalt.de is a platform where you find lawyers of all categories. In case you need support from lawyers, the man himself, the referee today, he's the man behind that website. So, like I said, always telling my colleague George, here in Germany, we have all sorts of referees with all sorts of, profiles and work. So today's referee, he is a business manager. And George, like I said, I'll be sending you to do a course, so you become the next referee who's a journalist as well.
Definitely, much appreciated, Isaac. Of course, to all our followers, my name is George Okache. Isaac, many thanks. And I take up that challenge, Isaac. I want to be the first referee, journalist referee.
In Germany.
In Germany.
So, Off we go. Borussia Dortmund gets the ball. Glassi sends it back to Gregor Kobel. Kobel sends a long one to find Sergio Glassi again. This is Julia Brandt. Julia Brandt sends it back to Bensabaini. Bensabaini sends it to Anton. Anton. They are trying to pull again to play that tactic of football made in Germany here. That's Anton. Anton sends it right to the flank. Again, gets back to Dortmund. It's still being played in the backside of the Borussia Dortmund side. So this is Kobel. Kobel sends it to Bensabaini. The long one looking for Julia Brandt, but Sergio Glassi gets it, intercepts it. Hey, Silva. Let's see whether it gets Sergio Glassi. Oh, blocked away by none other than Andrich. This is going to be a tough one. Ryerson, something happened to his neck. Oh, minute number 1, and he gets a kind of neck muscle pull-up. Hopefully, it's okay. This is Ryerson, but he's feeling some pain. Is it safe for him to take the throw in or maybe call the doctor? He says, I'm going to take the throw in.
It's way too early, Isaac. I think he can take it up and maybe man up and help in that throw in.
Yes, the throw in goes to Sabitzer. Sabitzer back to 1-2 with Ryerson. Let's the header from when it gets to him. Long shot by Bensabaini, who calls for a corner kick, and he wins it. He gets a handshake from none other than Fabio Silva. Wow. The mood has been set, like I said. It's going to be tough for Leverkusen. Oh. Ryerson still complaining about the neck. Anton comes close, his teammates, these Borussia Dortmund players, and the professionalism of Dennis says, I think you better go out and consult the physician, because George, the neck is not something to play with.
Yeah, definitely.
It connects so many muscles with the spine.
Yeah.
Oh, he's calling for kind of an energy booster. The first corner has been won by Borussia Dortmund. They're going to take it, and we'll see whether they can harvest something out of it. Raises the hand. And this is Svensson. Takes a long one. Player pull out. Oh, Julia Brandt was pulled and pushed. If you don't pull him, he can be dangerous. And yes, of course, Schlotterbeck had come from defensive line to see if he can make it the header. Okay, now it's Flecken. Covert already throwing instructions. What are you doing, guys? Try to move around, make confusion. I don't know whether that's what he's saying.
Could be make confusion because we need those 3 points, Isaac.
Yeah, there's some managers where we come from in East Africa.
Yes,
we call them coaches. They could say, "You go and create confusion in front of the goalpost." Yeah, you never know.
Cause chaos.
You never know. You might stumble on the ball, and then by accident or by mistake, it becomes a goal.
Definitely, but the beauty is that here in Germany, football is played by plan.
Okay, so look at that. Wanting. Oh, he's pulled down. Ref says, "Come on, get up." No tricks at this stage, and the fans definitely are not happy. But like I said, Dennis Edskin. He's a man who has an eagle eye. He sees everything. And he has appeared on many platforms, on television here and on radio platforms. Says, I know sometimes the fans don't like my decisions. I know they say that I'm tough, but I look at everything and I know all the tricks that the players can always try to play out. Okay, goalkeeper of Leverkusen intercepts the ball. Let's see. Can Leverkusen build up? Oh, we are yet to see that. We are yet to see that. A long one to looking for their top striker, Kofane, but I mean, this is going to be a tough one. Oh, he's pulled down. The ref says a yellow card. The first one goes to none other than Marcel Sabitzer. No. Yes, this was a push. First push by Bensabaini. And then Marcel Sabitzer gets the first yellow card. Sergio Glassi also was pulled, but the referee said, come on, play on. But they have to be careful. Both sides have to be careful because, like I said, the ref won't entertain any careless mistakes. So the first, should I call it free kick or set pace? Let's see. And almost. Oh, there was a pull there. There was a pull there. Oh, knock on Sabitza's eye. Okay. So, Sabitza gets a knock. And looks like Niko Kovac is not so happy with so far the game is going. He thinks that his players are being mistreated and the ref is not, doing anything.
Yeah, but Isaac, given that Borussia Dortmund is not really contending in any European top flight game and not too much responsibility on them, do you think they can give Bayern a run for its money?
Oh, well, mathematically, it's at the moment as we speak, Bayern Munich is 8 points ahead of Dortmund, Borussia Dortmund. So, unless they win the rest of the games and Bayern Munich draws
all the games,
or
loses all the games, which is impossible, definitely.
So that means they get 19 points, rather 18 points. And if Bayern Munich stagnantly or stays there, which is also so difficult, But yeah, we've seen teams take leagues, like Manchester City took the league against Arsenal, was behind almost 11 points, and came back because Arsenal was dilly-dallying, and it took the trophy.
When you say that, Arsenal fans may be annoyed because they've just lost another game today.
Well, that's how it all started. Okay, so it sends it to none other than Silva, but Silva loses it. Where Borussia Dortmund pressing on to see if they can really get those mandate points. And if they take the 3 points, that means they will assured of the slot in the next UEFA Champions League the next season, even though they're in the second place. That will be confirmed that they are having a slot. Okay, 1-2 by Borussia players. They take it back. This is Lotterback, sends a long one. Oh, Silva heads it to Rayson, who Tapsoba intercepts it. This is Bayern Leverkusen try to dictate the terms. But again, Dortmund are really awake and watching closely every player to Bensebaini. Back to Anton. Anton sends along to Rayson. Rayson back to Anton. 1-1 to Silva comes in. Oh, they're trying to attract them, but they say they're staying put. Bensebaini here. I'm yet to see Svensson back to Bensebaini. To Slotterback. Slotterback is playing well with Anton. They're trying to man well the defensive lines. And that is Sabitza. Sabitza to... well. Looks like Bayern Leverkusen are staying put.
Indeed, they need to stay put, Isaac. Remember, last, I think it was in November, they lost against Dortmund.
That was an offside. Yeah, exactly. They did. There's been prediction on so many betting platforms and websites. Many of them, the odds are saying this game might end in a draw. Some are putting it at 2-2. But well, those are odds, and sometimes I really don't take them so seriously because they're business machines. Oh, well protected. That was Bellingham. Job Bellingham is the young brother of Jude Bellingham. And this is where Jude Bellingham became the star that he is. And so his young brother also is here. Just also to remind you, Erling Haaland, yes, the goal scoring machine of Manchester City, it is at Borussia Dortmund that he started his professional football and where he was seen. Before that, he was playing in Austria with Red Bull. But again, it is here at Dortmund that where the talent starts. Even the legend Lewandowski, Oliver de Gaulle, it was here at Dortmund. So Dortmund has the way it manufactures players here in Germany. Of course, even Bayern Leverkusen.
But of course, it is known as the football academy manufacturing factory for for top players.
Exactly. This is Grimaldo, one of the most dangerous players that Leverkusen has at the moment. Back to Bade.
And when you talk about, the comparisons of, the academies, Isaac, Dortmund known to be the producing, academy. it's because of the facilities they've dedicated to, nurture the talent compared to other Bundesliga teams.
Yes, they have invested heavily in the academies. Oh, 1-2, this is Grimaldo. Grimaldo sends it to Kofane, but Kofane, wanting a corner kick, properly defended by none other than Reasson. Okay, it's going to be a goal kick.
Someone was joking that, of course, we need Xabi Alonso to come back to Leverkusen. Maybe we can rediscover our winning ways. I used to be a fan of this team, Isaac.
I know. A little later, we'll tell about George personal stuff about Leverkusen and this connection there. Xabi Alonso, like George says, they had promised to name a street in his honor, the only man in the history of German football who won the trophy without losing a game.
It's called unbeaten in the world of football.
In the world of football, unbeaten, like boom, boom, from the one goal, and he took the trophy.
Yeah.
And Leverkusen, George and his scouts, they promised to name a street in his honor, but up to now, and they want him back. Oh,
we
George,
want him back.
We
really want him back because Isaac normally says football has a way it tells its story, and the story being told in Leverkusen now is not what we are used to.
And now cameras are showing us the fans of Dortmund jumping up and down, and when they start jumping and raising the flags, that spells danger. Anyway, we shall see that. Bensebaini, wants to go through the players, but they have blocked off all his avenues. So Bayern Leverkusen intercepts the ball midway. Sends it back to let's see Kofane whether they can go past. No way. But it is midway intercepted by Kulbrecht. Kulbrecht wanting to go past Reasson. He's calling on his players, but Anton is trying to defend his stuff again. Okay. And we have to see whether Garcia will connect very well with Taylor. Nathan Taylor, I can't see you. Where are you? Nathan Taylor is always one man you can count on. You can count on to really destabilize defensive lines. But I think Schlotterbeck is not giving him breathing space. The Dortmund side are not giving Leverkusen strikers breathing space. And the noise you hear in the background, of course, that is the notorious wall of Dortmund. Yeah, they never sit down. They jump up and down. It's called the yellow wall. You can't reserve a seat there unless you are sure of being on your legs the whole match and jumping up, because they never sit down. So if you expect to sit down, you're advised to book a seat somewhere else, not at the yellow wall.
Yeah, and just statistics were showing me that, Isaac, it packs around 25,000 standing fans.
Yes,
making it Europe's largest freestanding grandstand.
Definitely. You can imagine, if you're listening to us right now, you can imagine one side of the stadium, like George says, having 25,000 fans. So that wall is famous. If you check Google, it's called the Yellow Wall at Borussia Dortmund, and you can check videos of it and see what happens there. It doesn't happen anywhere else. But we're not talking about Las Vegas. We're talking about the Yellow Wall at the Signal Iduna Park, home to Borussia Dortmund. Okay, now these are the defenders of Borussia Dortmund trying to play 1-1. That's Bensebaini. But Julia Brandt, he's yet to be seen. Okay, Schlotterbeck. A good cover-out that sent Kofane the wrong way. Okay, could this be it? Let's see. Oh, too late. That was Silva and Reasson who did that with the ball, and it was too late. Now, the ball intercepted by Leverkusen players. This is bad, Sends it to Andrich to Kulbrecht. Back to
that's a
mispass. Leaves it for Silva. Let's see if they can play 1-2. Oh, Silva sends it back to Reasson. Ryerson, they're trying to build up. Schlotterbeck to none other than Bellingham. Joe Bellingham. To Joe Bellingham still with the ball. They have to build up again. Now to Ben Sebaini. He's Algerian. Back to, he sends it to Julia Brandt. Julia Brandt to Silva. Julia Brandt gets inside the box. Can he make it? No. He can't. He failed. Let's see whether they're going to build up again. Schlotterbeck, the captain, the man with so much experience on his app. And he has a brother also who's the top football star here in the Bundesliga. Okay, let's see whether they can build up again. No. Marcel Sabda sends back to Schlotterbeck. Schlotterbeck to Ben Sebaini. Ben Sebaini to none other than Svensson. Svensson back to Ben Sebaini. Ben Sebaini to Job Bellingham. Job to Schlotterbeck. Schlotterbeck to Anton. This is still Borussia Dortmund with the ball. They're trying to control it and a push there. A rough play there, but the ref says, I saw it, but keep on playing. I know when I will use my whistle. Schlotterbeck, the captain. The man who's been entrusted to be the captain of this side, and he on his shoulders the team lies. This is Ryerson. Ryerson sends it back to, it's now with Joe Bellingham to Ryerson. Ryerson sends a long one. They're still looking for Sergio Guirassy, but it's not easy. It's not easy. And we are past 15 minutes of the game. It's still nil. Let's see who's going to blink first. The pressure is on. Silva sends a long one. Almost. Okay. And no. That's a well tried from Svensson, but was headed away by none other than Bade. Wow. The first attempt on the goal. That was Silva again. A good cross there. Now, wow. But they headed it away. Otherwise, it was going straight to the goal. It was going straight to the 90-degree post of the left, and Bade was there. He did his homework very well. And the rebound was kicked out by Julia Brandt. Wow. Lucky escape for Leverkusen.
That's indeed a very lucky escape.
Job Bellingham with the ball. Job Bellingham. Oh, come on. This is Ryerson. Ryerson back to Anton. Anton to Job. Job to Ryerson. To Schlotterbeck. Schlotterbeck to Ben Sebaini. Back to Schlotterbeck. They have to take it back and see how they can build that up again. Otherwise, the striking line of Leverkusen is not giving them space. They have pushed them back to their goal post, and it goes back to their goalkeeper, none other than Gregor Kobel.
Looking very interesting. And talk about other games being played currently. Isaac, Wolfsburg versus Eintracht Frankfurt, still at 0-0. RB Leipzig versus Gladbach 0-0. Heidenheim and Union Berlin. Heidenheim are, of course, 1 goal ahead. And we're following all these. And many thanks to all our fans and listeners at UBC Uganda. We'll be speaking shortly to Frank Higa to tell us more about football in Uganda.
Yes, our man Frank Higa and Sharif. Greetings, UBC Green Channel. Greetings from Bonn. We are looking forward to halftime conversation, Frank Higa. So, it gets back to Flecken. Flecken sends the ball to Adrich. Adrich to Garcia. And this is back to Andrich. Andrich sends the ball to Maza. Maza with the ball. Maza gets it to Taylor. Nathan Taylor wants him to shoot a long one. Oh, the ref spotted an error there. The managers are not amused. Oh, it was the handball there. And Nathan Taylor is not so amused. He's like, come on, that was a ball on hand. You just so strict, Mr. Referee, damn it. When this man is in control of the game called Dennis Aitken, he's a nonsensical referee in Germany, and he's the number 2 referee after Dr. Felix Bench, is the number 2 referee in the Bundesliga and is in the category of the FIFA elite referees.
What warrants the ranking, Isaac? Maybe to educate us.
You're going to have to work for that. I mean, when you are a referee, of course, you start from the lower ranks, and then you become a FIFA referee, and then also among the top FIFA referees, there's the elite club. Like when you travel, George,
yes,
it's like you book a flight. There's economy class, there is economic comfort,
yes,
right? Then there is business class, then there is the first class. Then also among the first class, there's also the elite suite, which also has one person for some flights. Yeah, like I'm talking about, like I'm not marketing, by the way. There's some airlines that have that elite. So that elite, it's like you book that suite alone. You're the only person there, and your loved ones. So there's
playing at your own league.
Yes. So there's that elite level of referees.
Yes.
That the top most referees are in that category, and then there are also those top referees. So
I'm sure experience also warrants that positioning as well.
The experience warrants, and of course the knowledge of the game. Refereeing, you can be young. Like for instance, Atkins Dennis was born 1978. He's 47 years old. But there's some referees who are 49, 50, but he's top over them. There are also some younger referees who are like in the same category like him. So it depends on your reading of the game. Corner kick by Borussia Dortmund. Almost, that's another corner. Oh, they're claiming handball. Sergio says he touched it, ref. Please. But the ref says, let's see the replay. Oh, that's a handball. He blocked it with his hand. Okay, but because the ball was from at the back, that cannot run for a penalty, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, of course, that was not an intentional handball.
Yeah, they headed him when he was facing the other way. If you see what I mean, Judge.
Yeah.
So he headed it and he wasn't facing the ball, so that's a corner kick.
Gerasi should know that.
And the ref is telling him, please, I'm in charge of this game. Don't try to over-claim things. I'm watching.
Yes, I'm the ref, you're the striker. So you play your role, I play my role.
Exactly. Do your job, I don't mind. Yeah. So, corner kick for Borussia Dortmund. Let's see whether something comes out of it. Oh, no, poorly taken. You can't easily carve in those corner kicks nowadays. It was taken by the captain, Schlotterbeck.
Of course, there is a goal in Wolfsburg. Frankfurt has just taken an early lead. Oscar scoring that goal in the 21st minute. We are following all the matches that currently are ongoing in the Bundesliga. RB Leipzig still at 0-0 against Gladbach, and Heidenheim still holding to that one goal advantage against Union Berlin. Let's see what happens between Dortmund versus Leverkusen.
Okay, a long one to Silva. Can he get it? No, Tapsoba was there, and it's a throw-in. Edmond Tapsoba is Burkinabe, comes from Burkina Faso. So, Marcel Sabitzer leaves it for Rayson to take the throw-in. Rayson, wondering where the players are, urging them to step up to the plate. Anton, and then it's another throw-in. Rayson still complaining some about the neck. I think at some stage you have to be substituted. Sabitzer back to Rayson. A long one to find whose header is there. Sergio Gerasino. Julia Brandt wanting to tackle Nathan Teller, but Besabini takes the throw in very quickly to Joe Bellingham. This is Borussia Dortmund with the ball. Bellingham sends it gets back to Schlotterbeck. Like I was saying, Schlotterbeck has a brother who's called Kevin Schlotterbeck, who plays for Augsburg. Augsburg, they drew yesterday. They couldn't go past Hoffenheim. So I'm sure Kevin will be watching his siblings, Schlotterbeck, to see whether his side wins. Yeah, the two siblings playing top flight football here in the Bundesliga. Kevin and Nico Schlotterbeck. Okay, Nico Schlotterbeck to Ben Sebaini. Ben Sebaini sends it back to Julia Brandt. Julia Brandt takes a long one to Schlotterbeck. To Anton. Anton to Joe Bellingham. To Sergio Gerassi now. Back to Schlotterbeck, the captain. Ben Sebaini now. Let's see whether something comes out of this. No, too late for Svensson. Good idea, but less fuel for Svensson to get to the ball. The fans are drumming non-stop. Yes, in other games, nothing much has changed other than Eintracht Frankfurt taking the lead at Wolfsburg and Heidenheim taking the lead against Union Berlin 1-0. A little later in the evening, St. Pauli will host Bayern Munich, but all the odds are giving it to Bayern Munich to have the extended lead of their points. But you never know. Home turf is home turf. So this is Schlotterbeck. Schlotterbeck sends a long one, trying to see if it gets to none other than Ralston. Ralston cleverly carves it back to Bellingham. Soba of Leverkusen intercepted to Nathan Teller.
Leverkusen looking pretty much relaxed at the back, Isaac. The defense looks pretty much organized.
Yes, they are organized. No panic. And sometimes history has it, in the world of football, sometimes the team can play not defensively but taking care of positions, and then they go once they come back with a goal. We've not seen any attempts by Leverkusen of threatening the goalpost of Borussia Dortmund, but they could make that much needed attack and they come back with a goal. Let's wait and see. So this is Andrich. Andrich sends it back to Palacios. Palacios to Tapsoba. Tapsoba gets it back to Palacios. Palacios sends it back to Maza. Maza sends a long one to this is Maza
and Grimaldo.
Wow. It's still pretty much a one-sided game. It was a sloppy shot. Schlotterbeck playing with his goalkeeper. A long one. The Tapsoba gets it halfway. And it gets to Grimaldo. Let's see whether it can get to the strikers. Bade plays 1-2 with the...
It's pretty much good football.
It is good football. It is good football, and they're not panicking. They're taking their time. I'm talking about Leverkusen. They're taking their time, trying to attract the Borussia Dortmund side to come on. Bade and Andrich are playing 1-2-1-2. This is what I was saying. This is what I was talking about. George. Teams have a way of showing you that they're chill, but then they make one move. Kofane almost stole it from Anton, and Kobel, the goalkeeper of Borussia Dortmund, came quickly. So this is Andrich of Leverkusen. Plays a good one, a good pass to Kulbeth. Back to Palacios to Andrich to Kulbeth. Okay, a good pass. This is a good one with Garcia. Oh no, it's a kind of sloppy shot. Garcia took a good shot, but he passed by the right post a few centimeters. Hard luck. I'd like to see who blinks first.
This will be a very important one to see who blinks first. Both the teams need the 3 points.
Yeah, 30 minutes of gameplay. Still nil. Well, when these two sides meet, it's not a walk in the park. Okay. A long one, but it's out of play. Out of play. See. And Maza with the ball sends it to Andrich. Andrich to Bade. Let's see the build-up, how it goes. Bade sends it back to goalkeeper Flecken. This is Leverkusen still with the ball. They're playing one-on-one. Garcia sends it back to Flecken. And let's see. Hopefully they don't lose the ball because it's becoming dangerous here to Andrich. Anton Andrich. Robert Andrich goes in front with the ball. Let's see. Who's there? It gets to Grimaldo. Grimaldo sends it. Okay, a long one. No. Way too far. Good attempt.
Good attempt
by Maza. That was a good attempt, but it was short wide. Well, we'll see if really these two sides. And we've been watching, some clips of some shots here in the stadium of fans holding, I can call them scarves that are half Dortmund and half FC Köln. That is a rare sight in the stadium, You can't believe that. Scarves of half yellow, Dortmund and half Köln. These two are neighbors. Or the three teams are neighbors. Dortmund, Köln, and everything. Okay, this could be goal number one. Could it be now?
Oh, Kofane, that's a missed opportunity. Isaac, that is indeed a missed opportunity.
It's a big shame. It's a big shame, Kofane. But hopefully there's a next time. But when you start missing such chances, you will surely... Okay. Now this is Anton. Dortmund has the ball now. Anton to Schlotterbeck. Schlotterbeck back to Anton. Let's see what does with the ball. To Rayson. It gets back to the defensive lines. And what I can tell you, Dortmund returned from the international break with an impressive 2-0 victory over Stuttgart away from home. And they, of course, they want to see that they beat Leverkusen today. So this is Nathan Taylor. Nathan Taylor. Get that ball inside. It's well defended by Joe Bellingham. He's down exactly just like his sibling, who has a way of coming back and defending.
Yeah, I think at this moment, Kasper, the Leverkusen coach, needs to bring in Patrick Schick, Isaac, because I'm not seeing sort of, lethal attacks from the attacking line.
Yeah, absolutely. And, of course, they are missing... Adeyemi, who's injured and has been sidelined for this game. But of course they have let's see. No way! Leverkusen needs to pay more attention because they have some opportunities that are not really taken care of properly. But they still have the ball nevertheless. They still have the ball. And they have tried to change positions to kind of confuse their adversaries. Now, Andrich is playing together with Palacios. Palacios just come on the right wing from the middle center that he was playing from. Sends a long one, looking for Maza. Maza again. You got closer. No, this is Grimaldo.
Grimaldo decided to go for it himself.
Normally, Grimaldo is a lethal weapon. With his left shots, they can be dangerous and they're strong in. Still 0-0.
Still 0-0. Much is needed from the Leverkusen side as much as the Dortmund side.
And we are only 10 minutes away to the halftime. Long one gets to Sergio Girassi. Okay, let's see what they do with the ball. That's a good opportunity now. Sergio Girassi is too fast. He leaves behind. Tapsoba intercepts it.
I like Tapsoba's, calmness and the way he maneuvers around from the defensive line.
Nathan Taylor was trying to dribble past Anton, but he found an attentive one. So it gets to Culbrecht. Culbrecht with the ball. This is Bayern Leverkusen. Oh, good idea, but no one was there. He was hoping that Kofane could get in front and get it, but
maybe lack of communication, one would say.
Okay. Let's see. This is Kobel relaxing, chilling with the ball. I don't know what is up to, what he's thinking.
Maybe he thinks they're still one goal ahead.
Camera showing us Kevin Slotterbeck has come to support his sibling Nico Slotterbeck. Sitting in the stands of the Borussia fans with the child there. Okay. This is Slotterbeck. A good one to Silva. Intercepted. Let's see. Oh, good idea. That was a good.
If you watch the game against Leverkusen versus Freiburg, Kofane was, very lethal compared to today, Isaac. And I mean, right now I'm seeing like he's missing a lot of opportunities.
Well, they say every day is not a Sunday.
My fans would have wished that every day is to be a Sunday.
If that was the case, would wish that every day is a weekend. So. Yeah, I mean, sometimes, this is like you said, George, players have their good days and also the bad days. So, Ben Sebaini sends it back and it gets to Anton. Anton lays it out to Rayson. Bellingham gets it to Ben Sebaini. Ben Sebaini to Julia Brandt. Julia Brandt with the ball. Oh, can he do it? No, Julia Brandt, come on. Girassi is not so happy.
Everyone was begging for that.
Yeah.
I think he should have read the mood, probably.
Julia Brandt ignored Girassi's requests for the ball, wanting to try out that shot, but it was really wide. Anyway, just remind you, Julia Brandt is also a good player, so we can't rule out the fact that he takes in shots and they end up in the goalposts.
That's for sure. I mean, I think it's just last week when they were playing Stuttgart, he scored, I think, a goal at the 90th minute, Isaac. So you can't really write him off to making such a decision of wanting to go for it alone.
So, and news coming in from Heidenheim. They have scored a second goal. Same player, Honsak. It's 2-0 against Union Berlin. And just remind you, Heidenheim is one team that has the smallest stadium in the whole of Germany or the Bundesliga with only 15,000 people. But when you go there, the way it was constructed, the noise from the fans can confuse you and you easily concede because it is small. So when they shout from all the corners, it disorients players. And so it has one of the longest serving managers. Okay, this is Silva. Silva lays it out to... corner kick. Grimaldo blocks the ball. It's corner kick. Rayson almost took a cross, but it found Grimaldo well placed to block it off. Let's see whether it's Rayson going to take it. He leaves it. Oh, he's going to take it.
Quite a funny way of taking the corner kick. No, it's not him actually taking it.
Svensson has come to take it. Svensson, let's see who's best placed. But I can see Marcel is in a good position. And Bellingham. No.
That was an easy squeezy for Mark Flecken.
Okay.
This game was built to be a very fiery game, Isaac. I'm not actually seeing that happening.
Well, it looks like the visitors because they're not very far away from Dortmund. Both teams know each other pretty well. So, to Bade. Bade to Andrich. Andrich back to Bade. Bade lays it out to Tapsoba. Tapsoba to Palacios. Palacios to Grimaldo. Sets it back to Bade. Bade back to Tapsoba. To Grimaldo. Grimaldo to Bade again. That's what he does to Andrich. Dortmund pressing on. Dortmund players are pressing on to see if they can steal the ball. Now this is Tapsoba on the left side. Grimaldo again back to. This is going to be another tricky one. They're trying to see if they can also attract the Dortmund players to come on and then they move ahead, but looks like I like their confidence. This is Grimaldo. Grimaldo to Andrich. Andrich lays it out. This is Leverkusen. They're moving forward. Maza to Taylor. Back to Palacios. Palacios to Garcia. Long one to find. Who is there now? Dortmund steals it again. They get it. Andrich. Okay, let's see. Goal number one.
What a goal!
Goal number one, Robert Andrich.
What a goal, Isaac. What a goal.
Silences Borussia Dortmund. Goal number one, Robert Andrich by Leverkusen takes the lead here at Signal Iduna Park. Look how they build it up. Maza, they stole it and took no chance. Let's see.
He actually stole it from that mistake from Dortmund.
Yeah.
And the 31-year-old had already seen where to place that particular ball, Isaac, and it easily goes past the net.
Yeah. Shoots in between the players, the defenders, and even himself, he couldn't believe that it's going to be a goal.
Gregory Kobel couldn't see that coming.
Yes. So, Leverkusen takes the lead. 3 minutes to go to halftime. 3 minutes to go. Let's see if Dortmund can get away with the draw, at least in the first half. Comfortably, the ball is with Leverkusen players from the defense. They build up again, but intercepted halfway by Julia Brandt. Julia Brandt gets it. Okay. No, they defend properly very well.
And it is Andrich again defending that. He doesn't want to let the advantage slip. Having helped his side to, of course, take that early advantage. Andrich is one of, the team leaders, the captain of this side, Isaac.
Yeah, definitely. Andrich is one of the pillars. He's a defender, but who overlaps, and he scored the goal from the defensive lines. That's a Baini. That's a Baini to Schlotterbeck. Schlotterbeck. They steal it again. This is Leverkusen. They get it.
Oh, that's a pretty good one from Kofana.
Maza. There's it out. To Garcia. Almost. Trouble here. Okay. This could be the last move, last opportunity. Seras is blocked off by Tapsoba and pushed down. The ref says, play on. Play on. A clash of two strongly built players. Tapsoba says, get out of here, man.
One from Guinea and one from Burkina Faso.
Yes, Burkina Faso versus Guinea. Yes,
Burkina Faso wins in this battle in this case.
Like, what are you talking about? I had a heavy breakfast. I don't know what you got for breakfast. Back in the day, you could say, George, you didn't have enough eggs for your breakfast.
Yes. Clearly, Garasi needs enough eggs for his breakfast.
Wow. Oh, what a move. But that's why the referee said, play on.
Play on. Didn't you eat your eggs?
You're both strong guys, you know.
Isaac, that's so funny.
Yeah. The first yellow card. 1 minute of it goes to Seru Girassi. Very disappointed, very disoriented, and 1 minute of added time extra. Seru Girassi is like, no, this is not fair.
And that pretty much puts him out of the game. He needs to probably manage his expectations.
See, that was a reckless tackle against Palacios. But then the ref says, look, when Tapsoba pushed me away. The camera showed us again the replay here. Tapsoba's like, get out of my way. I like the cameras when they replay again a tackle that I don't know whether they get amused by some movements. They replay them now and then. Anyway, let's have fun with this last minute and see if Leverkusen can hold on to Andrich, the man who scored the goal. Andrich gets it through to Kulbeth and then gets back to the defensive lines. So, ref says, I've had enough of you guys. And the whistle goes. A quick recap of the results here. Bayern Leverkusen leading 1 against Dortmund. Leipzig, Mönchengladbach 0-0. Wolfsburg hosting Frankfurt, and Frankfurt is leading by 2 goals. Heidenheim 2, Union Berlin 0.
DW Bundesliga live from Signal Iduna Park. We now turn to a football-related topic that is undoubtedly of utmost importance to our Ugandan fans. CAF has sent a letter to Uganda demanding the swift implementation of several key projects before the country receives the green light to host the upcoming Africa Cup of Nations. Uganda, along with Kenya and Tanzania, will co-host the 2027 CAF Africa Cup of Nations. However, doubts are growing as to whether Uganda is on schedule. I contacted our correspondent, Frank Yiga, after CAF sent this letter and announced another inspection for August this year. And Frank, I know you're following the exciting match today between Dortmund and Leverkusen, but football fans are much more concerned with this CAF letter to Uganda. How do you assess it practically? Is it a warning, a final test stage, or a clear signal that Uganda still has significant tasks ahead before it can host AFCON?
Well, thank you, George. And perhaps to let you know where I am in the outskirts of the city in Wegere town, just next to Mandela National Stadium. Well, it's a serious warning, but not the last warning. CAF inspectors found none of the Uganda's proposed stadiums, including Mandela National Stadium and the new Hoima City Stadium, currently meet Category 4 standards for the 2027 AFCON. Well, disappointing news right there. And the inspection team cited issues with setting player space and media infrastructure. For instance, Mandela National Stadium that we all thought was good to go and met the African standards. I mean, it was our pride as Ugandans. Well, the inspectors had a different story. They surprisingly said it was at a 50% completion level. The stadium needs to be upgraded to align with AFCON delivery deadlines. And that means demolishing a section of the stadium and rebuilding it to the required standards. Well, that was quite disappointing to many Ugandans when they had this news. But talking about the Hoima City Stadium, well, this stadium was officially opened last year by President Yoweri Museveni. Now, during the opening, the moment brought excitement and hope to Ugandans. I mean, they also how ready we are to host AFCON 2027. And going by the beautiful architectural design, the state-of-the-art facilities inside the stadium, it was a sure deal. It was an assurance to many of us that, yes, now this one is good to go. But CAF had a different story. They said the stadium's dugout needs to be constructed again so that the benches don't obstruct pitch view from the stands. And the inspection team also said there should be an upgrade of referees' dressing rooms and officials' areas. But the good news is this stadium, Hoima City, is at almost 100% completion level. At least we're having hope that, government is going to work tirelessly to ensure that at least these deadlines are met and the stadiums are all ready for AFCON.
Well, which of the aforementioned requirements do you currently see as the biggest hurdle for Uganda, Frank?
To me, and Ugandans I've spoken to all say that we seem not to have enough hotels and rooms of 5-star, 4-star standards to accommodate the many guests we expect during the AFCON tournament come next year. Now, Uganda Hotel Owners Association said there is need for 10,000 additional rooms, particularly in cities outside Kampala capital, like Hoima, a city expected to host many games. So, and according to the association, currently Kampala is the only place with over 600 VVIP rooms. So if we can have 600 VVIP rooms, which are not even enough, what about Hoima City? Well, a lot needs to be addressed to ensure that at least the hospitality sector is catered for and meets the standards of AFCON or CAF in order to have us, be accepted to host this tournament. And the road infrastructure is also an issue to worry about, although CAF inspectors hailed the Kampala-Hoima road for being on pace. There's still more room for it to be completed and put to the standards. And also those feeder roads should also be upgraded, not just the main road taking us to the stadium or to the city. Now, many roads within Kampala are in a very bad state. Currently, the ongoing works, but construction is very slow. Now, George, I can assure you that we have roads that have been under construction since COVID pandemic. Up to now, they are not yet complete. So if we were to go by this pace, we're likely not to beat the CAF deadline.
And how is the population reacting to it?
George, it's also equally important to let you know that we Ugandans have passion for football. We just can't wait to see the likes of Sadio Mane, Brahim Diaz, Amad Diallo, Mohamed Salah, and so many other big stars that play their football in Europe. We just want to shake hands, hug them, have interactions with them. And that's also another motivation that keeps us going and makes us have hope that we're going to have the AFCON 2027 hosted here in Uganda alongside Kenya and Tanzania. We must do it. Now, George, allow me to speak to a Ugandan here and also a soccer fan to share with us her thoughts about how ready we are to host AFCON 27. Yes, Joblet, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay, now, can you share with us your thoughts? Are we ready for AFCON and what challenges are ahead of us in case we have any that may hinder us from hosting the tournament?
I think as a country, we are making solid progress towards hosting AFCON 2027, but we are not fully ready yet, given the fact that key facilities like Nelson Mandela Stadium, that is being upgraded, and Hoima City Stadium, that stands out as a well-built venue, are still having some challenges. And also considering the fact that road transport is the major means of transport in this country. So movement from Kampala City to Hoima City is still a challenge, given the fact that there are still construction works ongoing and that need to be finalized to have the Kampala-Hoima road fully done. Now, besides the CAF report, have you personally visited these stadiums or perhaps one of them to find out whether this report is actual? Yes, as a football fan, I've been to Nelson Mandela Stadium several times. And one thing I would say about Nambole is that the congestion alone itself is visibly seen during the national tournaments that have been ongoing for some time, where there's a lot of congestion and accessibility. Urban mobility is limited. Access to Nambole gets tight whenever we're having games. And comparing it to AFCON, I am not sure if we are really ready to use Nambole as the major facility. And then also I've been to Hoima Stadium. I've been to Hoima City Stadium. Visibly looks incredible. Though, in my opinion, I think the stadium is a bit smaller compared to Nambole. And if I am to imagine what AFCON will look like given the vibe, I honestly think there would be crowd management issues.
Thanks, Jovlet. Now, George, Jovlet, one of the Ugandans here in high anticipation, though she's worried of some hindrances that may bar us from hosting the tournament.
And yes, Frank, you can certainly understand Joblet's skepticism. I suspect it's a feeling among many Ugandans. CAF has outlined specific milestones such as at least 40% improvement of the Kampala-Hoima road and 100% completion of the stadium itself. How realistic are these deadlines?
George, these deadlines are realistic. If we're up to the game, I mean, it's up to the government to allocate sufficient resources to beat the deadlines, to show commitment and identify competent contractors, for instance, to execute the missing gaps. It's been so many years we've waited. You know, not every country, I mean, gets this opportunity. I mean, a country at our standards as Uganda, you know, so we have to hold this opportunity dearly and put it to use. Government has to make sure all stakeholders play their part. If so, I mean, we are good to go. And we as Ugandans, we have not much to do apart from, you know, putting the government under pressure to have these demands by CAF met.
And now, Frank, should Uganda fail to meet some of these objectives by August inspection, what would be the likely consequence? A postponement, a conditional approval, or even the loss of its hosting role?
Ugandans are praying and hoping that this golden opportunity of hosting AFCON does not slip away easily. We may not fail to meet CAF requirements, but anticipating delays somehow. Apparently, work is in progress and engineers are on site both at the Nelson Mandela National Stadium and Hoima City Stadium. At least our team of journalists visited the two sites, and they said immediately CAF released the report. Government had its engineers and service providers sent on ground to start addressing these challenges quickly. Now, it's a mixed reaction from Ugandans. Some have faith in the government to expedite the upgrading of the stadiums, and others say we may lose the chance. And with CAF, there's no tolerance for substandard work. So those Ugandans believe we may be got off guard somewhere, somehow, unless otherwise. But for those who are optimistic and hopeful, they know it's a sure deal. Government can't just let this, slip away. Personally, myself, I believe we will host it by all means. Government, I mean, is up to the game, and we're having key private sector partners on board. Government has hired them.
And have you spoken to relevant ministries? How proactive is the government working to complete all preparations in time? And is there Plan B?
Now, George, let me inform you that Uganda government officials, primarily the State Minister for Sports, Peter Ogwang, and Prime Minister Robin Anabanja, provided strong assurances regarding Uganda's readiness to host AFCON 2027, alongside counterparts in Kenya and Tanzania, despite CAF report that identified gaps in stadium infrastructure. Now, the minister said the government will use the remaining time to meet all requirements by June 2026. So before the CAF inspection team comes in, in August will have cleared all the demands. That is according to the government ministers. And we as Ugandans, like I said earlier, we have no much to play here apart from hoping, praying, and also keeping our fingers and toes crossed. And we also received a report, George, that Cabinet approved additional funding of close to $300 million to support the construction and upgrading of the stadiums, hotels, and road infrastructure for the East African Pamoja bid. So about the fallback plan or plan B, according to government, there's no fallback plan, there's no plan B. They are still stuck to the original plan.
DW Bundesliga live.
Of course, we've been speaking to our key guy and our key man in Uganda, Frank Yiga, who has been giving us an update and, an account blow by blow on how Uganda is preparing for the CAF African Cup of Nations. Isaac, as you know, Uganda, Kenya, and Tanzania are jointly hosting the African Cup of Nations. And it's worrying that even there is questions that, and even doubts that these three nations cannot, put their hearts together to make this historic hosting.
Well, definitely. I was listening with so much, attention. I listened attentively to Frank Yiga and your conversation, and it is indeed worrying. I've not heard of the three countries coming together and trying to synergize the efforts of the federations themselves, or perhaps they're doing it in the background. But when it comes to organizing, it's not normal or it's unusual that countries co-host. Like we saw in the World Cup, two countries co-hosting. And yes, I know also CAF has done before, but for East African countries, the way I know them, Tanzania, Kenya, and Uganda, no pun intended, it will be really challenging. And as we had, the CAF committee was in Uganda and really had so many reservations about the country's plans, from the hotels, the stadiums, or stadia, if you will.
Yeah.
A lot of work needs to be done between now and when the tournament begins. But we hope so. We hope that they do. Anyway, we are back with a bang here at the Signal Iduna Park. That's the home ground of Borussia Dortmund. And the players are coming back from the dressing rooms, flamboyantly walking onto the pitch. Leverkusen saying, we know we are on your turf, so what? We are leading with one goal. We don't want to know. We don't care whether we came to visit you and your noise. That's none of our business, but we've come here to harvest some goals. And yes, indeed, they used their chance, and none other than Robert Andres, one of the defenders, did the needful. So, officials are checking the goalposts to see if there's nothing wrong with it, and this is the goalpost of the ref there, Dennis, having a short word with Niko Kovac. It's always good to see that friendly touch. The goalposts of Dortmund, I think the net is being fixed. They're fixing the net. Something that Gregor Kobel pointed out. And the fourth official called for the technical team to come and fix the net. Looks like it had gotten loose. We're hoping that
no ball passes through there.
Yeah, if it passes through, it can raise questions. Did it get inside? Why is it outside?
Or it was a side netted.
Or it was a side netted. And off we go. Leverkusen starts off the ball. We hope they can maintain the lead. Okay, Julia Brandt heads it away. Bellingham. Oh, narrowly misses it. Gets Rayson. Rayson kicks it up front to find Sergerasi. Still one side getting it, the other getting it back. Now this is Leverkusen attacking. Let's see. Is he going to go past? And it's a corner kick. Corner kick for Leverkusen. Corner kick for Leverkusen, thanks to cold breath efforts. They've started off pretty well. A replay of cold breath wanting to go past Schlotterbeck. Okay, Grimaldo going to take the corner for Leverkusen. Oh, it's a good corner taken. Let's see, headed wide by Andrich. Robert Andrich, the man who scored the first goal, had come in to see if he can get a breath. Schlotterbeck to Rayson. Rayson back to Schlotterbeck. Schlotterbeck sends it back to his goalkeeper, Corbel. Back to Schlotterbeck. Okay. Sabitzer, Marcel. They lose the ball again. Tapsoba now. Oh, okay. This is Marcel Sabitzer to Julian Brandt. Julian Brandt gets it back to Marcel Sabitzer. To Bellingham. Bellingham sends a long one to Rayson. Rayson. 1-2-1 to Rayson. Still with the ball, but stolen away by Leverkusen players.
Grimaldo actively defending that. And quite to note, there is no change into this second half, Isaac. The coaches, of course, seemingly satisfied with their squad as they are.
They're saying so far so good, let's wait and see.
But most likely, Borussia Dortmund likely to make some changes because I don't see them taking in that, advantage that Leverkusen has already dominated with.
They almost stole it. I think at this stage, Dortmund needs one goal to wake up the stadium. By the way, it's not sold out because we can see some gaps in the middle parts of the Signal Iduna Park. But of course, the yellow wall never fails to fill up. Bellingham lays it out to Silva. Silva to Julian Brandt. Almost! Tapsoba kicks it away. Kicks it away.
Leverkusen so happy they have Tapsoba in that particular position. He's been pretty outstanding today.
Yes. So, this is Schlotterbeck sends it back to Ben Sebaini. It's defender to striker defender to Anton now. Anton gets in the middle. Let's see what he does with the ball. Gets it to Marcel Sabitzer. Sabitzer lays it out to none other than Rayson. Rayson back to Marcel Sabitzer. To Rayson. And it's a throw-in, but he touched it, but the ref says it's a throw-in. That was a replay that's showing us again here. Julian Brandt going past it, cleverly chipping it above, but it didn't find Sergerasi. Okay, the build-up again begins. Schlotterbeck to Ben Sebaini. Back to Schlotterbeck to Anton. Anton to Rayson. Rayson to Anton again. Anton to Schlotterbeck. Schlotterbeck sends a long one to looking for Silva. But first gets it anyway. Julian Brandt intercepts it to Bellingham. Let's see what he does with the ball. Can he find Silva? Can he find Sergerasi? That's the question. It's a long one, but it's easily grabbed by Mark Flecken.
Isaac, our fans should know that, of course, the nickname of Leverkusen is Vexelf.
Yeah.
Meaning a working team in English, loosely translated.
Yeah.
This is pretty much a factory team, supported by the Bayer pharmaceutical company.
Yeah,
in Leverkusen.
It is that region of factories and industries, and like you say, I'm sure the fans have come across that word, Bayer, B-A-Y-E-R. Yeah, it's a very, very known international pharmaceutical company. Yeah. We are not advertising Bayer, the company. We are commentating Bayern Leverkusen, the team.
Bayern Leverkusen, the team.
Yeah.
But of course, it should be known that the Bayer employees are the ones who started the Leverkusen side. And that was, many years ago, 1907.
Mm.
And that history is very important. They're one goal ahead. Let's see if they hold to that advantage.
Yeah. Even though we are commentating the Bundesliga, we'd like to extend our greetings, George and I, to our friend Alex Sisto. He's a big fan of Arsenal.
And also a Leverkusen fan.
Yes, he's a Leverkusen fan. Well, it's a knock. Average knocks. Sergio Gerassi, but the ref just marks like, I'm not giving a yellow card. Oh, it was blocked off by Andres. So before they take the kick, greetings to you, Alex Sisto. You're a big fan of Arsenal and a fan of Leverkusen. Congratulations that your team is leading here 1-0, and commiserations that Arsenal, together with your other fans, was one of 2 goals to 1 by Bournemouth. Yeah, no pun intended. We're just saying hello to you. Oh, man, miserable. Yeah. We're just sending regards to our colleague Alex Sisto. Okay, now it's going to be taken in a free kick by Dortmund. Either it is Svensson or Julia Brandt. Who's well positioned in this? I think Julia Brandt is well positioned. And he sends it in the skies. Well, not the skies, but wide.
Should start wide.
Yeah. One of the players has been at Dortmund for quite some time. Julia Brandt has been at Dortmund for quite some time. So, Leverkusen players, as they played the first half, they're trying to take their time.
Yeah, there is a way Leverkusen plays, Isaac, with a lot of patience. And we normally used to joke that there is a Leverkusen o'clock. Sometimes they score towards the tail end of the game.
Yeah.
It's a team known for comebacks.
Ronaldo's almost. The ref says, hold on. Hold on. So, fresh boots on the ground. Fresh boots on the ground. Let's see. Let's see who.
Kofane is
off, and Maximilian Bayer comes on. Maximilian Bayer comes on for Kofane. Yeah, that's a good substitution. So, no, for Schick, this is Patrick Schick coming on. Apologies for the mix-up. Patrick Schick, the one that George was rooting for in the first half. So, George.
Yes.
Patrick Schick, you mentioned that the coach should bring him on, and I think the coach had you.
He definitely should hear me more. And let's see if Schick maybe delivers.
Oh, well, floppy. Silva wasn't paying attention, but that would have been an advantage for him. Intercept by Tapsoba. Tapsoba sends a long one looking for Patrick Schick. Schick has really shown that she's up for it. Oh, Bellingham being chased down by Mazza. Bellingham and Mazza with the ball. They steal it from him and they take it. Leverkusen steals the ball from Dortmund. Wow. Okay. Grimaldo trying to pass, but it's intercepted now. It looks like no team is Patrick Schick sends it to. Oh, wow, that's a clever tactical move. They're trying to show off their skills now. Leverkusen trying to show off their skills. Palacios to back to Tapsoba now. Tapsoba to Palacios. Ah, a knock. And the ref says, right in front of me? What's going on, you guys?
Yeah, who does that?
Hey. Garcia was knocked down by Marcel Sabitzer. I was tapped on. It was tapped on.
Yeah, and of course, these are studded boots. So I must imagine it's very painful. But that is partly what they are paid for.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not to be injured, but to face such challenges in a game of football.
So, Bade sends a long one to Andris. Andris laid out to Palacios. Palacios. This is Bade now with the ball. Almost got out, but Patrick Schick was there to get it. Brother Grimaldo. Okay, this is Palacios. Oh, the game is controlled by Leverkusen, but they lose the ball to Dortmund. Let's see if they can build up. Bellingham now has the ball to Marcel Sabitzer. Sabitzer lays it out to none other than Resson. Sends a long.
Oh, that was a golden opportunity for Garasi to convert. That is what I normally call a champagne pass. But Garasi was unable to convert that. Of course, making an attempt with a header, which goes a little bit wide.
Yeah, missed opportunity there. Seru Garasi almost netting for Dortmund, but it went wide. So that wasting time here, which is not fair to the hosts.
Part of football, part of the strategy.
But nowadays, when you overwaste time, you get a card for it.
Especially the goalkeeper.
So, Marcel Sabitzer to Resson. Resson to Marcel Sabitzer. A good cross, a good turn, but intercepted halfway. Tapsoba now in control of the defense. Let's see whether they're going to build up, and it goes to
Grimaldo to Patrick Schick, but it's out of play.
Camera showing us a section of Borussia fans, and this is a visiting team. Okay, now Bayer, I mentioned about him, is coming on now for none other than Svensson. Yes. Maximilian Bayer has taken off Daniel Svensson. Gerasi just passes it to Silva, but intercepted halfway. The ref said it was an offside. Boom.
And that substitution clearly tells you that Kovac is very keen on strengthening his attacking side, because Bayer plays as an attacker. So perhaps Garasi needs more support.
Okay, Grimaldo back to Tapsoba. Tapsoba lays it out to Palacios. Palacios to Grimaldo again. Patrick Schick. They send it back to Bade. To Tapsoba now. Tapsoba back to Garcia. Okay. Silva now. Dortmund intercepts the ball to Resson. That's where they gets into the box. Opportunity now to Marcel Sabitzer. Crosses it. Who's there? No one is there. Unfortunately, no one is there. Nathan Telan and Grimaldo have come to defend. They're tough. Patrick Schick now. Clever turns around and lays it out. It's
Leverkusen looks very relaxed, Isaac.
Okay, they go now. Patrick Schick to Massa to Patrick Schick. That's
What
it.
a wonder! Oh, Patrick Schick!
Oh my God! Now this is business.
This is a beautiful build-up, but Patrick Schick was not in the right position to actually shoot that.
He not like entirely in the right position, but there were no strikers like to pass the ball. Wow. Wow. Your man, George, Patrick Schick.
I told you, this guy is going to make things turn around. And perhaps with this particular corner kick, let's see.
Now, if Leverkusen scores the second goal, I think the stadium will go quiet. Not cleared away properly, so Andrich leaves it for what he take a throw in. I can see so much yellow in the defense. They've come to defend their turf.
And they need to, Isaac.
They have to.
This was the only formidable team to give Bayern Munich a run for its money, being the second, top-ranked Bundesliga side. Right now at 64 points and Bayern at 73 points. The league looks really much aligned to Bayern for the taking.
So the ball laid out to Flecken. To Bade now. Back to Flecken. Back to Bade. It's Leverkusen with the ball. Playing 1-1-2-1. Taps over. They are dominating this 1 minute.
Oh,
Dortmund,
Grimaldo
a
making
good
that
pass to Grimaldo.
Tapsoba and Grimaldo, part of the remnants of that magical, winning team that went unbeaten. They're playing a very critical, role currently for Leverkusen.
Yes. Oh!
Fans are extremely dejected.
The Bayer gets the cut. That was a rough tackle. Yeah. That was a high-flying jump towards Ibrahim Maza. Oh, I think they have to get a better watch out. Otherwise,
sometimes when attackers play defensive roles, you would expect, such clumsiness by being an attacker, perhaps being ambitious to try and defend that.
So, let's see whether Silva and Julian Brandt can block off that ball. A clever chip. Okay. Oh! I hope Bellingham is safe. That was a hard shot towards his groin. Looks like fresh boots coming on. Ignacio and Chukwuema.
And I tell you, Kovac is really making sure that the attacking line is strengthened.
Chukwuema.
Samuel Ignacio, only 18 years old. Italian-Brazilian youngster. Hopefully
Hey, this is very interesting. So Marcel Sabitzer, the man was holding on, is off for Chukwuema. No, Chukwuemeka. Hey,
Chukwuemeka.
We shall call him Chukwu. Chukwuemeka. I'm sure they and Ignacio, like George mentioned, replaces Silva. Okay, Sergio Guirassy with the ball. No! Poor communication between Sergio Guirassy and Julian Brandt. And the fans are not so happy. They've booed him. Like, why? Looks like that's not fair. That's not fair to the both of them.
But I mean, it simply tells, the dissatisfaction and impatience growing and building up in this particular Signal Iduna atmosphere currently.
Yeah.
It's uncomfortable for them to go one goal down.
When the fans start booing, like a player has made a mistake, they're like, they're not agreeing with this move. They're like, she should have passed it. That was the message they wanted to say.
They still tell you, we love you, but there.
Yes. Julia Brandt is the darling at Dortmund. He joined Dortmund in 2019, and he came from Leverkusen.
Okay.
So he has been with the side since 2019. I mean, we are talking about 7 years.
That's 7 years of dedicated loyalty and love for the game for the fans also.
Yeah. And of course, Sergio Girassi just joined in 2024. So Julia Brandt has been there for quite some time. Okay, this is Grimaldo. Grimaldo lays it out to Palacios. Palacios back to Grimaldo. Grimaldo is a very good, formidable midfielder to Andres, rather. To Grimaldo, comfortably to Bade and to Palacios. They're having a field day. Look at that pass to Marza Ibrahim. He wins the corner kick. Marza Ibrahim is Algerian-German. Yes, the chant of Algeria and German. Very, very formidable striker for Leverkusen. Leverkusen tracking their time to take that corner. Grimaldo walking majestically like he's won. You see, the whistles begin. They're not happy with him.
Stop wasting time.
He's walking majestically like, going back home after a hard day's job. Okay. Let's see. A good pass there to Palacios. Palacios back to Grimaldo. Takes down a long one too. Who is there? Skarba gets it away. And
Andres.
Oh, la 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 la. Silence. The silence is deafening. Garcia plays it back to Flecken.
They can't believe it.
The silence at the stadium. Palacios takes it back to Flecken.
Of course, with 20 minutes remaining, Isaac, the patience is running low.
Yeah.
I can't imagine. But who knows? The last time the two sides met, Borussia were the ones who were smiling all the way to the bank with a 2-1, advantage, rather win against Leverkusen.
Yeah. So a throw in here, taken in by Kulbrith. Kulbrith sends it back to Bade. Bade to Flecken. Flecken to Tapsoba. Tapsoba. Oh, good trick there. Ref, get out of the way.
That is what you expect from Grimaldo.
Okay, that was a handball. They claim it. They claim that was a handball. I saw that.
Teller.
Nathan Teller used his hands.
But that was a very brilliant crossing.
It was a good pass, but he used the hand. No, that's it. From another angle.
He rather used his mouth.
It looks like it was the chin. Let's see again. Let's see. No, it was his chin and chest. Chin and chest. But you could easily think that he used the hand.
Definitely.
You can think he controlled it somehow with the hand. Use the. But we shall get a better angle. They give us the angle. They have to show us. Nathan Teller, seldom does he leave the pitch without scoring a goal.
Let's see if today he can convert one. Of course, the last time he scored for Leverkusen was against Frankfurt, if I'm right.
You're right, George. Properly controlled by Ryerson. He pushed him this time. Soba. You'll be lucky if you don't get a yellow card. Tap Soba. You'll be lucky if you walk away without a card. What does the ref say? That was a push. That was, let's see, again. No, there was no handball. There was no handball. But I think it was offside. Oh, there was a hand, looked like it narrowly touched. Okay, fresh boots coming on from the Leverkusen side. Oof. So, Ryerson going to take in the free kick or the brace. Let's see. Headed away, intercepted by Bellingham. Bellingham to Inacio. Chukwuemeka. Julian Brandt to Ryerson. Ryerson back to Julian Brandt. To Chukwuemeka. Come on, you have space. Bellingham. Oh no! That's a handball. Ref says play on. The ref says play on. The fans are not so happy. Grimaldo passes to Patrick Schick. Intercepted by. They steal it. Grimaldo with the ball. Let's see to Patrick Schick, but it's blocked off.
Grimaldo putting up a shift here, Isaac.
Yeah, man. Grimaldo putting on. Grimaldo and Schick, George, they work going pretty well.
They're working so well. Perhaps may produce another goal.
Julia Brandt, you need to start working well with also too. Chukwuemeka to Anton back to Chukwuemeka. No. Oh. Okay. Patrick Schick brought down. The fans are not happy, George.
I wouldn't be happy. If I was a Dortmund fan, I wouldn't be happy as well.
Okay, fresh boots coming on. And Nathan Taylor could be substituted, could be going off. Nathan Taylor is going to be replaced by none other than Vasquez. Oh. And the Poku misses the first goal. The first ball goes wide.
Honest Poku.
Wow, fresh boots on the ground. Let's see whether they can make that much needed difference. Let's wait and see whether they can. And of course, they're leading. Whether they can extend their lead. Ernest Poku replaced Nathan Taylor. And Vasquez replaced Goldbreath. George, looks like time is running out.
Time is running out.
Time is running out, ladies and gentlemen, for Dortmund to equalize and perhaps win the game.
15 more minutes to go.
They need badly the 3 points. Leverkusen has slipped into the 5th position, which is UEFA League candidate, but they won the Champions League. And so, Dortmund is bringing on also its... Oh, Bellingham is off.
I think his time is up. And it could be a very good idea to Of course, fine, fresh boots.
Yeah. Job Bellingham is off. Shiny presence is there.
Looks like the brother.
Yeah, it's a spitting image of his brother. So Bellingham is on, and so is Cabal replacing Ryerson. Ryerson tried his luck, but so they have to exhaust all their substitutions. This is Poku. Poku lays it out to Garcia, but they take it back to Tapsoba now, to Bade to Palat Garcia. Alex Garcia sends a long one to Mazan. Now it's to Poku to find out what Grimaldo is. Poku, don't delay with the ball. You need to take a lead before Dortmund wakes up. Poku, who's yet to get so much experience, but he's a good player.
He's indeed a good player.
But perhaps he's not aware that Schlotterbeck is the defensive lines. The replay shows that he was really. Grimaldo throws it to Maza. Maza gets the ball, wanting to enter 18. He gets dangerously in. Oh! Okay. Time is running out. And I don't expect so many of extra added minutes because the game hasn't stopped per se. So Shukumeka gets it to Schlotterbeck to Anton, but it's intercepted halfway.
Leverkusen, of course, looking the better side in this second half.
Guess what? Palacios was not so happy with Poku. He was telling him, move in, break in, so I give the ball through ball, not on the right.
Yes.
He wasn't so pleased. Okay, Julian Hand gets it past. This is Bayer. And it's brought down. The ref says play on, no mistake. Okay, the ball stolen away. This is Schlotterbeck. Welcome. No, the ref says play on, no mistake.
That's an experienced play by Andrich.
That was a good pass. No,
but well defended by Andrich.
I think. Well, when you're outside, you can see so many things, but the people on the pitch, they know how challenging it can be. To the many fans, they were like, you shouldn't have stopped the ball. I mean, you're in the right position, take with the left shot.
Yeah, or even advise that you should just turn around and cross it this way. Please, fans, the players on the pitch, they know better. That why did he move, around the around, and cut in and.
We need to buy other players.
We need to buy.
The fans, the stories that the fans say.
Or we will sell this one.
We're going to sell this one next season.
And that's the lovely part about football.
Yeah, football, everyone is the coach, everyone is the manager. When the fans, and
an investor at the same time.
An investor. We wasted money buying this player. We should have bought another player,
Yeah, we used a lot of money.
And sometimes the people saying all that, they don't even have a membership card of that team. A long one. Okay, this is Bayer, gets it out of control, but fails to keep the ball. Wow. Anton to Julian Brandt. Julian Brandt lays it out to Cabal.
This is a frantic search for that goal by Dortmund, Isaac. I think maybe they may get one.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for giving it to them.
And at least a draw can save them the blushes. They're
Yeah.
at home. They need to actually win the game.
Yeah. Ochkan is yet to really, really shine.
There's no way for them. No way through for Dortmund.
They've blocked all the passages, but hopefully
There will be a breakthrough.
they are hoping so. They are hoping so. And we hope so. Okay, let's see. Oh. It doesn't get to Sergio Girassi. 10 minutes to the end of the game. Grimado wanting to look for where Paku goes for the ball, but he came from offside position. Let's wait and see. Get up. That says play on. Play on. This is Inacio. Julia Brandt lays it out to Chukwumeka to Julia Brandt lays it out to Inacio. No. Oh, clever intercepted by Valdemar Anton. Anton gets it to Chukwumeka to Ochkan.
9 minutes of the normal playtime remaining.
Okay, Sergio Girassi now. No!
That goal is calling.
Chukwumeka lays it out to, gets it back again to Anton. Anton to Ochkan. Ochkan gets it to Slotterbeck. It gets to Julian Brandt on the right flank. Sends a long one. Who's there? Someone has been pushed and knocked.
Pushed and knocked at the same time.
The ref says play on and see. The strong man takes it. Leverkusen wins the ball. The reserves in the corner hail on their player Mazza Ibrahim. Let's see the replay. What happened here? That was a tough shot. It hit the crossbar by Sergio Girassi. Almost made it 1-1. No way. He used all his might and strength in his left foot, but it hit the crossbar. Let's see. This is Balde. Leverkusen defending cleverly. They're tough in the left, right corner in the back, but they're not fumbling. They're taking their time. Palacios now to Tapsoba to Grimaldo cuts past Bear, still in control. They take it back in the corner. Wow, Andrich.
It's the better side by all manner of description in this second half.
And you see, look at the stadium. The fans,
Leverkusen.
George, the fans have started moving out of the stadium. I'm talking about the Dortmund fans. Clever cut to Poku wanting to run past Anton. Gets it back to Patrick Schick. No, good position. This is Mazza Ibrahim. Okay.
What a goal!
This was the goal that was going to send all the Dortmund fans out of the stadium. Chukwumeka with the ball. Chukwumeka lets it out too, but it's a long one. No! Oh no!
This is getting intense and interesting.
And sad at the same time for Dortmund fans.
5 minutes of normal playtime remaining.
Some of the fans are like, we've had enough of you guys. Let's go and drink our beers or shop. So,
But I'm sure they are tapped, they hang on their phones just checking on the results. They may be leaving the stadium, but...
Now this is Poco gets it to Grimaldo. Ref, get out of the way so you don't obstruct. Okay, Palacios too. Oh, no one is there. Boom, set it away by Slotterbeck. Disappointed that His colleague did come and pick it before it goes out. Now it's going to be a throw in. What a game.
What a game.
Leverkusen are in no hurry. They think they can count on their one. Oh, gets it. It's a corner kick. They're not so happy. With the way things are going, they are not happy at all. They're not happy at all. Cabal almost got the ball, but he kicked it out. Okay, Grimaldo still wasting his time, like he's going home. Oh, la 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 la. Leverkusen still leading 1 goal against Dortmund.
Goal!
Almost!
Patrick Schick almost converting that cross from Grimaldo.
And the cowbell was there to punch it away. That was microphone test. Check 1 2 1 2.
I told you, Patrick Schick is lethal.
So, Poku to Tapsoba. Tapsoba to none other than Grimaldo. Grimaldo lays it out to Bade. Bade who sends it to Palacios. Grimaldo to Garcia, rather. Grimaldo, Garcia to Grimaldo. Okay. Okay, now this is Palacios. Oh, I can hear some Spanish there. I don't know what he was telling him, but he was Vasquez calling on Garcia. Hey, good one to Grimaldo. Grimaldo looking for Schick now. Let's see what you do with that ball. Looking for Patrick Schick, but it's headed away by Anton. Oh! Hey, this is Ochkan. Ochkan saving the day. Now, Grassi. Oh, he's killed his team.
Yeah, that slowed down the pace.
Slows down the pace, and
And they had an advantage. Now all the defensive line of Leverkusen are back on position, which makes it a little bit difficult for them to have a breakthrough.
Yes, Schlotterbeck wants to penetrate the ball through, but it gets to Palacios, who lays it out to Poku. Poku to Grimaldo. Grimaldo to Tapsoba. Tapsoba to Palacios.
Now that's good football from
Palacios to
Leverkusen.
Garcia. Garcia lays it out to Vasquez. Back to Garcia. Wow. Listen to the silence that is deafening. Can you believe it? The silence that is deafening.
It's a deafening silence.
Or the noise that is quiet.
Yeah, the noise that is quiet. And we're talking about Borussia Dortmund fans.
And
Some of them have left, Isaac.
they have been living. I mean, even the cameras are showing, I mean, it's a shame. Now, Poku, this is Leverkusen with the ball. He wants to go past Anton, but can he do it? Can he do it? It's blocked away by Anton. Yeah. Careful, they're swinging the ball. Oh! Chukwemeka, get that ball too. Schlotterbeck. Now it's up to him to do the needful. This is to Bayer. Maximilian Bayer. A good cross. No one is there. And it's a corner kick. It was a corner kick, but the ref said no, play on. This is Anton. I thought the ball went out, but they're closer to the ball than I here. This is Anton.
There should be goal line technology to help you in checking that.
Yeah.
Isaac, I thought it was a corner kick.
Ochkan to Schlotterbeck. The last minutes. Let's see what comes out of this. Ben Sebain. Okay, who's there? Maximilian Bayer? No. Okay. 30 seconds to go to the end of the game.
That was
That
clearly
was
a corner.
outside. So, yes, I was right. The cameras have shown it. You see the replay? Look at that. Kicked from out, but maybe it hadn't touched the ground yet. To Schlotterbeck. 3 minutes of added time. Okay. No, there's a pool. The ref says, get up. Julian Brand was pulled down, but the ref says, get up. I think the Dortmund won't be happy with Dennis Aitken, the ref. Yeah, sometimes, by the way, he makes controversial decisions.
Yes.
He has been criticized on several occasions, even during the Champions League. And now, in some instances, actually, they refer to him as the former FIFA player because he rarely gets those gigs. Even if he's in the elite category,
Yeah.
they rarely call him for UEFA Champions League games.
Poor officiating sometimes kills the mood of the game.
Yeah. Sometimes makes controversial decisions, or but he defends them, the decisions, and then they let it pass by because of his experience. No pun intended, of course. I've been following him for quite some time. What can you say? Oh. So everyone is defending. I can hear some French there. Bouge monsieur, meaning that move, mister.
Are they telling that to the referee?
No. They're throwing an order to Sergio Girassi because he prefers to be spoken to in French. Okay, Tillman. Oh, this is no problem now. Oh, they wake up again. They're singing, oh, you never walk alone. Hopefully, they are hoping that in the next 2 minutes, you never walk alone. Tillman has come on for Maza. Look, a replay of that punch. Yeah.
That was so close from Julian Brandt.
Yeah. Malik Tillman. Almost. Malik Tillman, the guy who has replaced Ibrahim Maza, has dual nationalities, American, German. 23 years old. Oh la 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 la. They are miserably looking at each other.
Mm-hmm.
Apart from the yellow wall that is still full, but parts of the stadium are slowly getting empty. And the Signal Iduna Park has a capacity of 81,000 fans. 15 seconds to go. 15 seconds to go. Can they hold on? Anton, now this is the last ball of Dortmund. Let's see where it gets. Headed away by the defenders. This is Chukwumeka. No. And they steal it. They still have it. They still have it. Okay, corner kick. Corner kick. This could be the last ball of Dortmund. And as expected, Leverkusen coach is saying, hey, it's time up.
It's tied up.
What's going on? The keeper himself, Kobel, comes up front. This could be the last ball. This could be the last ball, ladies and gentlemen. The corner kick by Dortmund. Let's see where it's getting to. Headed by Ochkan. Taps over, hits it away. Now Kobel, the keeper. Oh, no! Say yes.
A well-deserved win by Leverkusen, leaving them to the 5th position.
The high fives.
The high fives, which is a comfortable position with an assurance of playing into the European top flight competition, Europa League.
Well, Leverkusen, they came, they saw, and they conquered. They never allowed to be buoyed by the noise of the yellow wall. And they have walked away majestically from their hosts, Dortmund, with a goal in the back and a leap from the 6th position
to the 5th.
To the 5th, which is Champions League, no, UEFA League position to be able to qualify next year, but they're still hoping. They're still hoping to qualify for the Champions League. And so I can tell you the 1 hour journey from Leverkusen, from Dortmund to Leverkusen, will be full of fun and fanfare. The Kovac is having somewhat with the officials, but of course, definitely is not happy with how they did it.
Yeah,
they just smile it away, but he's not so happy. He's like, no. Dennis, you're my friend, but no. Some of your decisions, I'm not happy with them. Yeah, so the 1 hour train journey from Dortmund to Leverkusen would be fun. George, you can imagine what happens on such trains when you're going back home with a victory.
I can just imagine the beers, the amount of beer in the
train. And what happens on such trains? No ticket controllers.
You wouldn't control that.
You wouldn't control, I mean, otherwise they just put in the mix of their fun. So I've been on one of those trains where accidentally I was just traveling and I happened to board a train.
Yes.
From Dortmund.
Yeah.
No, it was heading to Dortmund. It was coming from Augsburg. I was coming from Munich.
Mm-hmm. And
they had beaten Augsburg. So I mistakenly boarded that train. And I was pulled into the party. Much as I was tired. So I had to go to the floor.
You were baptized.
I was baptized
as a Dortmund fan.
And guess what?
Yes.
They had put together the controllers in the middle.
Yes.
Not allowing them to go anywhere.
Even the controller is
baptized. Everyone was in the... And like, don't worry, kind angst. They're telling him, don't worry. It's party time.
Yeah, it's party time.
It's party time,
And it's only one day. And your bosses will understand.
And the easiest way to get away from such a situation,
yes, is
to fake the party. You jump up, and then you check, and then you move slowly to your wagon. But so Leverkusen fans are cheering on their team.
Must be very happy with this outcome.
It is. I mean, the odds were like there could be a draw, but there were no odds that Leverkusen would beat Dortmund. It was either a draw or a win for Dortmund. So, which means, George,
yes,
they have stumbled.
They've indeed stumbled.
Yeah. Bayern Munich with the game in hand later tonight. Comfortably, 9 points, back to 9 points.
Yeah, that 9-point advantage is
it's huge.
It's huge, and with remaining games,
and
being only 5, then it's a daunting task. It's an uphill task, actually. Maybe Dortmund are comfortable with number 2 position. After all, they are normally number 2.
Young fans are displaying words of support. Young fans are saying, always in my heart, Borussia Dortmund. Oh, wow. This is good, having such young fans passionate about their teams, with printed out placards to come and support their beloved teams. I always love to see that. It's always refreshing. It's always refreshing to see young fans between 7 and 11 years. So if young fan is called Bellingham, please, Jobe, come and give my son the jersey. I hope
these moments are very memorable.
Very memorable.
If you have a kid and you take them to watch football with you.
If you're lucky and the player spots you.
Yeah.
So, Dortmund fans walking off the pitch, heads bowed down.
The same as their players.
Yeah. This is very interesting. But let me also take you through the other fixtures. Leipzig was able to beat Mönchengladbach 1. Wolfsburg pulled 1 goal against Frankfurt, which went out with the win, 2 goals. And Heidenheim beat Union Berlin 3-1. Later today, St. Pauli will host Bayern Munich. But as expected, St. Pauli, the neighbors, the next to Hamburg, and for them what matters most is the game, and then they go, they party, nothing else. They are used to being bashed by Bayern Munich, so they don't care so much. The game last evening was between Augsburg and Hoffenheim that really was able to run away with the win. Okay. So, like I was saying, George,
Yes.
this is your question, and it's up to you to tell me or not. You have a youngster who used to play for Bayern Leverkusen.
Yes.
And you sold him off to Cologne FC, and you didn't invite me to give me at least,
My youngster decided to shift allegiance to Cologne, making my allegiance to Leverkusen, compromised.
compromise.
And now I'm officially a FC Cologne fan.
But at least you're happy that Leverkusen, where he played last, he has taken the day.
Definitely. It's a home team as well. Leverkusen is a home team.
Yeah, by the way, just
Close to our studios here in Bonn, Germany.
they're just close. I mean, Cologne and Leverkusen, I don't see a big difference there. I mean, even on the train, they're just two stops and you're in Leverkusen, wherever you're coming from. And we have colleagues, by the way, who live in Opladen, who come from Opladen to Bonn. So, and Opladen is in Leverkusen, if you're listening to us. So it's not very far. And on Sunday, there's some good fixtures. Cologne, the George team will be hosting Werder Bremen. And George was in Bremen.
I was in Bremen. That is where I stepped for the first time I came to Germany. Bremen.
You once lived in Bremen. So
Yeah, so I'm so confused.
you're confused. You're compromised.
Support Cologne, Bremen, or Leverkusen.
And then another fixture is between Stuttgart, that will be hosting Hamburg. And later in the evening tomorrow, it will be Mainz hosting Freiburg. And again, looking at the fixtures for next weekend, we see whether we have some GC games for you. Leverkusen will be hosting Augsburg, Bremen will be hosting Hamburg, Union Berlin will be hosting Wolfsburg, and Hoffenheim will be hosting Borussia Dortmund. But here at DW, we shall be bringing to you the game live between Hoffenheim and Borussia Dortmund. So save the dates. Now, before we call it a day, I should remind you some of the players that featured for the two sides that have African, roots. For Dortmund, there was Sergio Girassi, who missed so many opportunities. Congratulations to him. He's Guinean French. And Kane Chukwumeka, he has 3 nationalities, and he can choose either or to play for. Austrian, English, and Nigerian. And Rami Bensebaini, who's Algerian. And for Leverkusen, there was Christian Kofane, who's Cameroonian. Yes.
Nathan Taylor, who is from Nigeria, of course.
And England.
Edmond Tapsoba, who featured prominently in the African Cup of Nations. He plays for Burkina Faso. Ernest Poku is Dutch Ghanaian. Hopefully, he can choose to play for Ghana. Ghana has qualified for the World Cup.
Yeah, yes. And some teams, some countries rather, are calling on their players who feature in foreign leagues to come and play for them, just like the DRC has been saying. If you know you're Congolese and you're playing for other leagues, Bundesliga or whatever, just come and join your team for the World Cup, because they qualified after 52 years. Wasn't that amazing?
It was amazing indeed.
Now, we have to call it a day. I'm so happy to be with you. My name is Isaac Mugabi.
And I'm George Okachi. Many thanks.
Kepler 45 2B, DJ Mopao, Frontiere et Aliwa. Karanga photo!